ISO IEC 17025 General Requirements for the Competence of Testing on Calibration Laboratories has been revised. Since 1999 and over the years, the standard has become the international reference for testing and calibration laboratories wanting to demonstrate their capacity to deliver trusted results. We asked the three conveners of the revision working group to explain the new edition of the standard.
The revision of ISO IEC 7025 was needed to cover all the technical changes, the technical development, the development in IT techniques and so on, and also to follow the revision of ISO 9001.
The context of testing and calibration laboratories has changed significantly since the 1990s. Just think of everything that's changed in our lives in terms of electronics and the way that everything is managed. All of that affects the way a laboratory operates as well. Everything from the way they retain their records to the way their equipment operates has changed radically. And so part of what has changed in the revision is to update the language to ensure that those types of changes that have happened in laboratories are not only accommodated, but are actually favored.
The usefulness or the use of the standard is across a wide range of laboratory activities. And we estimate that there could be as many as 100,000 laboratories worldwide that are using the standard, either as a standard where they're accredited, where there is accreditation involved, or where they're just following the standard because it is a good quality standard. So everything from the analytical sciences all the way through the physical sciences, including calibration metrology. So it has a wide applicability and is probably one of the more popular, or shall we say, one of the bigger used standards that ISO has, because in fact it can be used in any environment and it can be virtually used under any laboratory circumstances.
The new revision of ISO 9001 has had a number of impacts on our work revising 17025. First, we looked at the way that 9001 deals with documentation and documented information, and did our best to take that concept and apply it in a laboratory setting. Second, in the management system requirements for 17025, there's a direct reference to the ability of a laboratory to structure its management system around 9001. That's something that's been an issue for laboratories for a long time, and that ability for a laboratory to use 9001 as the basis for its system allows even more flexibility for laboratories in implementing 17025. 17025 impacts the results delivered by laboratories in a number of ways. The standard requires them to meet criteria for the competence of their personnel, the calibration and maintenance of their equipment, and the overall processes they use to generate the data. So the impact is quite significant in that it requires the laboratory to think and operate in a way that ensures that their processes are under control and that the data are reliable.
The users of the standards have now, I think, a better standard which is more aligned with their daily operation. They follow the process orientation and they have better guidance how to handle the statements of conformity, the reporting and so on.
From a laboratory perspective, there would be the opportunity, I think, to improve the way in which they deliver their services based on they now viewing the risk of a poor result. So in fact, I think the benefit really may not be seen so much in the laboratory's work, but rather in the customer's use of the laboratory's work, if I can put it that way.